people think about, you know, village cricket, you're often just aiming for the stumps because batsmen probably going to miss more times than they hit. But it's very different in Test cricket. Lines are so important.
Very much so, yeah. I mean, we do a lot of studying on the strengths and weaknesses of batsmen we play against. So it's not so much put a cone down and just aim for that. That's where you're going to bowl every day. You'll have different lengths for Ricky Ponting than you would for Jacques Kallis and people like this. That's why knowing your opposition is so crucial, I believe. And I tend to watch video footage of them getting out, and so I have it in my mind of where the best places are to bowl. But that's where the real skill comes in, of being able to adjust really quickly. So you get a batsman out, a new batsman comes in, and you've got to be able to adjust your length so the batsman doesn't get away and get away from the pressure. But yeah, I mean, still, I'm a huge believer that if you are struggling for a little bit of length or struggling for your rhythm, if you're just aiming for the top of off stump, that will test any batter in the world. Obviously, you're going to have strengths and weaknesses, and some people are taller, so they'll get to the pitch quicker. But if you strip it all down and go back to the real basics, if you are struggling a little bit, go for a few runs. That top of off is where you want to be.
Yeah, sure. I mean, people often say some bowlers try too many things. That Glenn McGrath is the great example of someone just tries to hit right length, right line every ball. You know, you're definitely a man who tries different things, like you say.
Yeah.
Do sometimes coaches tell you to just keep it simple?
Definitely. I mean, I think when I do bowl at my best, I do have different deliveries in my locker. But obviously, it's like anything. You can't do that every day because sometimes it just doesn't quite work for you. So that's where you have to be good enough just to stick into line and length and hang around. But even McGrath, I mean, he was very disciplined in what he did, but he still had his real plans for opposition batsmen. You see when England toured Australia in 2006-07, he was round the wicket straight away to Alistair Cook, round the wicket to Andrew Strauss in the first test, caught second slip. And those are little things. He's obviously done his research through the winter to see where he was going to bowl at these players. He had his plans very clearly, and he executed them fantastically. And I think that's where sort of you have to be at international cricket to survive, I think. Oh. You got a box on?
Yeah. I told him to put a lid on.
Nice, good bounce. Very nice bounce.